Yeah, so we made it to the home of Franklin Roosevelt National Historic Site. You can see the home behind me. Uh, this home is where he was actually born. He was born inside the house, and he's actually buried on property. There's a little rose garden just over here that we'll be checking out. And today just happens to be Memorial Day, so they're having a wreath laying ceremony in the rose garden, and it's going to be over at his gravesite. Him and Eleanor are both buried together, and we're going to be taking the tour of the inside of the house pretty soon, so we'll check that out as well.
We all know why we're here today. To memorialize the incredible sacrifices made by our veterans throughout the history of this country. I know how personal this is to me, and by your attendance here, it is obviously very personal to each of you.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all that call this great nation home. It is a debt paid throughout history by sailors, airmen, Marines, and soldiers. From the beaches of Normandy to the hills of Afghanistan, American men and women willingly have made the ultimate sacrifice, time and time again. Memorial Day is also a reminder of those who continue to answer the call. We find ourselves today in the beautiful FDR National Park Rose Garden, the final resting place of the 32nd President of the United States and his wife. His service to the great state of New York as its governor, the U.S. Navy, and eventually to the country and the entire free world was a bright light in some of the darkest years of our nation's history.
Alright, so that was a tour of the inside of the house. Now I'm back out in the back part, kind of overlooking the Hudson. Can't really actually see the river from here, but all the trees are in the way. Pretty neat seeing the inside of the house, walking in rooms where kings and queens have stayed, and of course the room where FDR himself was born, and his childhood bedroom and all that stuff. So So the sculptures behind me are actually created from sections of the Berlin Wall, and they were designed and made by Edwina Sandys, the granddaughter of Winston Churchill. And it's supposed to symbolize the human figures breaking free from oppression through the barbed wire that surrounds them. And there's even sculptures of President Roosevelt and Churchill, both of which were huge leaders during World War II. Alright, so that'll about wrap it up for our visit to Hyde Park and the various national park units. Eleanor Roosevelt National Historic Site, Vanderbilt Mansion National Historic Site, and home of Franklin D. Roosevelt National Historic Site. I'll see you in the next one, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Thanks.